That's why we wanted to do it. We're live. Is anybody home? Shall
How
I
will we
share
know?
this link?
How will you know who has come?
Nobody's come.
Cool. But you constantly see the erection, no?
Oh my god, please don't talk about my cat's erection on camera.
Even after neutering. No, even after neutering, they'll get a whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Now ask him. Why not?
Hey, there's one person.
Oh, sorry. Hello, whoever.
One
joined in.
person. Nobody's here. Let me share this.
Hola.
I don't think I publicized this enough.
So cute, yeah. There's a new video with my cat.
Hey, there are two people. Hi, guys. It's everybody say happy hello to Vivek.
Hello, hi.
Surprise. Vivek is also discussing. So the topic today, Vivek post for my Instagram. Wow, you have such a photo. Tell them what the topic is for today, Vivek.
Hi. So the topic is we're going to be discussing the book of the month of the Booksoldos Book Club, which is Jasmine Days.
That's
by
right.
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Hello, Abdul.
Hi, friends. Okay, we have 6 people, so that's good enough for a book club.
Start,
Yeah,
yes.
one more photo, please.
Sorry, taking pictures.
So I hope you guys have all read. I hope you've all read Jasmine Days. Is there anyone here who hasn't read Jasmine Days?
Yes, Abdul, it was notified earlier at various intervals in the month that at the end of the month we'll be discussing Jasmine Days.
I'm sorry, but please don't be scared of Vivek's meanness. He's having a bad day. He learned today that he sucks at Spanish. So
yeah, well, that's good enough reason, especially when you're paying money and especially if you're Sindhi like me. But yes.
Okay, so have you guys all read Jasmine Days? Oh, okay. Well, we are going to be discussing Jasmine Days. So if you haven't read it, I think maybe it'll be a spoiler for you. But you're welcome to stay. But we'll try to keep this spoiler free.
No, not really. We can't.
We can't, but we can discuss the end without actually talking about the
giving it away.
end. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's try. But if at any point you wish to leave because you want to read the book, you're free to go, and then you can come back and watch this video, which will be live on YouTube, which will be recorded and kept on YouTube, even though the video quality is quite shitty.
Thanks a lot, Desi Booktuber. Thank you.
Okay, before we dive into Jasmine Days, do you guys have any questions for us? And then maybe the people who read Jasmine Days can stay, and the ones who haven't can go.
16 people now.
Hi guys, any questions for us? We are taking questions for 10 minutes and then we'll dive into Jasmine Days. I'm going to go get the book.
The video is very grainy, apparently. The video is very grainy. Abdul says the video is very grainy.
Meet Puddle. Yeah, we're using webcam, man. What to do?
How to avoid sleep while you read? You read, I suppose. And and pick up a book that you love reading so that you don't fall asleep. So yeah, you should face the light and not the backlit.
Okay, we can try that. Come, take a.
Don't see my here.
Yeah.
I think this should be better.
Is this better? I love. Okay, so Rohan Raju has asked Kindle or regular books. I love both. I can't live without my Kindle, which is funny because I lost it in Bhutan. Um,
Oh my god! Okay,
yeah,
then.
I lost my Kindle in Bhutan. Babe, guys, this is my husband Kirish, and this is Flash. Please, can you?
I only love regular books. I can't read on the Kindle anymore, so I don't even bother.
Yeah, I love Kindle. Kindle is great. You can buy anything whenever you want to buy it, and when you're traveling, it's amazing because there are like 100 books in there, and you can pick and choose what you want to read. Whose favorite book series? Mine is Harry Potter. I'm sorry, I'm very basic.
No.
And
It's great.
Vivek's is Lord of the Rings.
No. Oh my god, no. Ew. No, my favorite book series is actually off late My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante.
Yeah, someone's asked you about
I
it.
really enjoyed it.
I couldn't read it.
Yeah, I know
Why?
it's tough to get into.
Yeah, I really
But,
tried. Why
but
was it?
then what you should do, you should watch the series. And while you're watching the series, read the book.
Oh, that's
It's
great.
really nice. It's a really good book.
I do have a Hulu subscription.
Then go for it. Read it.
Okay.
Watch it.
I
watch
will.
it.
Yeah.
And
Top. Have you read Flowers
Algernon.
for Algernon? No.
I've read it, and
Sharon has to work. She has work today. Yeah. Sorry. Anya, do you read? I have read Dan Brown. I don't read him anymore. I read Da Vinci Code when everyone was reading Da Vinci Code. And then I went and I read 3 more actually. And the only book of his that I like is Angels and Demons because I figured out his formula. Every Dan Brown book, the villain is always the father figure.
oh yeah.
Every Dan Brown book. And I'm like, इधर कुछ तो daddy issues है.
शायद है उसको.
इधर daddy issues है. But it's always the father figure. You should go back and read his books and tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Well, I stopped reading him after the Da Vinci Code, and that was it.
Yeah. Best books to read from 2019 video. It's too early, no?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good books coming out in October, November. So
Yeah, it's too early. So let's wait for it. Let's wait. Vivek's book is not out in bookstores yet, so we can't talk about the best books.
Ishita, if you can't shut up. Ishita, if you can't read Shakespeare, stop reading him. Don't bother. It's okay. Go to some quick reads or something and read the synopsis, and you're good.
Yeah. Okay, who's going to be the next guest on podcast? Well, we're shooting with all the writers of Sacred Games this week, so it'll be that, and also the JCB Prize for Literature, right? We are shooting with the judges next week because they're going to announce their long list for this year, which actually should also be the answer to best books to read from 2019.
I doubt it. I reserve my opinion to the list.
I mean, at least let's see what they've come up with this year and decide.
Yeah, good segue then.
Yeah.
To get into, since we have 24 people.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, we are now going to start discussing our book. So just for those of you who don't know, every month, although this month we're not going to do it because we're going to be reading all the JCB long-listed books. So that's 10 books that we have to read. So we won't be announcing a book for this month's book club book because we'll be announcing 10. But usually what we do is we announce a book and then we read it. And a lot of the information for this is put up on our Instagram. So you should definitely be following us on Instagram if you're not. We are Books on Toast on Instagram as well. And that's where we announce the book. That's where we tell you where we are. And that's where we say when we're going to do a book club discussion. So please follow us on Instagram to keep up. Some good books on historical literature. Is there stuff? Why is this like this?
There is a lot of stuff and there are a lot of books, but I think we should discuss
Yeah.
Jasmine Days right
Yeah.
now.
So Shweta, book list to start reading again. We recently put up a video that was about that helped us get us through our reading slump. It is called our August reads and September TBR. Why don't you check that out? Aw, big
Thank you
fan of
so much,
Vivek.
Ala Mahmood. Thank you very much.
TBR. That's correct.
Taboo.
Tabar. Huh, that's what Sharon calls it. Okay, so now we're going to start discussing Jasmine Days because we are very hungry. So we want to finish discussion and eat really quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, famished.
Yeah.
Though it doesn't look like from my size, but that's okay. I'm forever hungry. But
Mine also. I've put on like 5 kgs since I got married.
bullshit.
वो शादी के बाद अभी किसको impress करना है?
Like I said, yeah.
Okay, guys. So
Thank
why
you.
don't we?
My memoir, Shweta. Thank you.
Yeah, autobiography.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
मैं लगता हूँ बुढ़ा but तुम जवान.
What's
But,
the difference between a
Jawan-
memoir and an
oh, sorry,
autobiography?
Memoir is vignettes of your life, and memoir is just recollection, which of course is also an autobiography.
Yeah.
But autobiography is more straight jacketed.
Whole
And I
life.
can never be that straight or straight at all to write something like that. So yeah, there you go.
I get you, Soundbox. I get you.
Listen, Soundbox, I love Rushdie. I'm looking forward very eagerly to his to reading his new book.
Which has
And
been
so is
already
Sharon.
long listed for the booker.
And so is Sharon. So
Yeah.
we are very, very excited. So yeah, but Anuya will join you in Rushdie bashing.
Yes.
I won't.
He's unreadable. Okay, guys, we're going to talk about Jasmine Days now. Let's start with what the book is about. Vivek, what is Jasmine Days about?
So Jasmine Days is about. This is what I think it is about. It's about the Arab Spring Revolution of 2011. It's about this family living in an unnamed city. It is about this girl called Samira, who's Pakistani. Of course, the family is Pakistani. They've come from there, and she's a radio jockey. And it is about her life, her colleagues' lives, her friends, her family during the Arab Spring. So, as succinctly as I can put it, I think that is Jasmine Days.
That is Jasmine Days. That's correct. And for those of you who don't know what the Arab Spring was, I think a lot of us lived through it
Yeah.
while realizing that it was happening in the background, but
Yes.
never really got into the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
So I did research Arab Spring after I picked this book up.
Yeah. Same
Because
here.
people told me it was about that. I didn't know it was about that because he doesn't use the words Arab Spring
exactly. Yeah.
anywhere. But I learned that it started in the Arab Spring started in Tunisia, and that's where it was called the Jasmine Revolution.
Yeah.
So that's where the name of the book probably comes
Jasmine Days.
from.
It does. It does.
Yeah. So he gives you a lot of clues, and you just have to be clever enough to pick them up. Yeah. So yes, that is what Jasmine Days is about. Why don't we each talk about what we liked about the book?
So, for me, the book per se. So I like the plot on the surface of it, or when I read in the inlay or I read the synopsis. To me, the plot is fantastic. Like, wow, here's a girl caught up in this revolution. She is making sense of her also working as a radio jockey, and also her thoughts and emotions of what I thought the book would be.
Yeah.
As in, what I thought there was so much possibility and so much that he could have done with this book.
Yeah.
So for me, I was very, very excited about the plot per se, and the writing is fairly simple. So I really enjoy that. I don't know if it is immersive or not. Clearly not for me. But yeah, I would just go with the plot and the writing. But the writing, not in terms of
Prose.
the prose or the craft, or
Yeah.
just the use of language. Like as Soundbox would say, you don't have to take an Oxford dictionary and sit with the book.
Yes.
So yeah. So that way, I think the language is easy.
Yeah, for me also, I like the fact that it was such an accessible book. You didn't really need to be, you didn't even need to be a crazy reader to get it. It was actually very simple, and it was told. I liked it that it was told from the perspective of a Pakistani girl, even though Benjamin himself is Malayali, right?
Yeah.
So he chose to tell it through the eyes and ears and the voice of a Pakistani girl, which I really thought was a brave decision, because it put him what he tries to do in the book a lot is have an outsider's perspective on what's going on in the country and in her family as well. She's an outsider to Tayaghar. Tayaghar is is the name of the bungalow that she lives in with her extended family, and they're all settled in Bahrain, which he never mentions. He never says that it's Bahrain. He says it's the city. So I like that because it introduced me to something that I didn't really know about at all, the Arab Spring, like I said. And I liked it that the language was so easy, anybody could read it. But that becomes its downfall as well, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It does to a large extent. And
what do you not like about the book?
so honestly, I thought I was bored midway. I was just bored. I was like, this book is going nowhere.
Hi, Sharon.
Hello, Sharon.
Why are you there when you could be here?
Exactly.
Anyway, say na.
So I think the book was going nowhere. I thought midway.
Yeah.
And I thought I was like, cut the fat.
Yeah.
I mean, really now. I mean, I want to know about characters. I want to get vested in their lives, but you're not telling me enough about them. You are just talking about things that don't even interest me.
That's the problem.
And to me, that was a major problem of the book. And
The
that's
fact-
when I'm thinking like about the winning also. But that's okay. That's their choice. That's their decision to make.
Yeah.
I'm not questioning that.
You should tell them what you mean by that.
About winning the JCB Prize.
Yeah, so
for
that
literature
Jasmine
last year.
Days
Yeah.
won the JCB Prize for Literature last year, which is the richest prize for literature in India. And everybody was a little surprised when Jasmine Days won it. Even Sharon and I thought it would either be Latitudes for Longing or Half the Night is Gone. So we were very surprised when Jasmine Days won because we didn't think it would, because I didn't think the book was riveting.
I agree.
Like, it didn't really hold my attention throughout. After a point, I had to force myself to read it, which is a little sad because it gets really interesting towards the end.
The last 50 pages.
Yeah, like it really picks up, and that's when you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Somebody had to say something about the end. Srishti thought that she felt the ending a bit incomplete.
Yes, a little.
It's open to interpretation also, to some extent. So Srishti, I mean, we agree with you.
Yeah, I think the another big problem was that I never really cared about Samira. Like, there was something, even though we were looking at that world through her eyes, I felt like there wasn't enough information given to me about who Samira was and what her beliefs were. And she was a spectator and I was a spectator, and I don't know if inserting me into the story helped its cause. Yeah, very insipid spectator.
Very unidimensional character.
Yes.
I mean, there were no layers to her.
Yes.
And I'm like, here is a perfectly excellent opportunity to layer your characters. And you're in the middle of, say, something like a revolution.
Yeah, exactly.
In the middle of so much happening, there's a lot of chaos. And again, to me, the chaos doesn't even come through so well in the book. I mean, I was like, okay, you're telling me what I have to know. Perhaps I have to do my own research as a reader. So you had something to say about that, right?
No, it's just that I felt like he didn't set enough context for us. Like, what happened was that the problem is also with the stories that are told about the Middle East, there aren't enough.
Yeah.
Right? When someone tells me to read a historical fiction book based in slavery, okay, I already have so much context. Yeah. Because I know so much, I've watched so much, I've read so much. I can dive into it without having to reach for too much explanation. Whereas in this book, even like I said, the Arab Spring was something that was happening in the background while we were growing up. And it's not something that we talk about a lot anymore.
There's also maybe because not enough people in our country have information about it.
And they weren't affected by it,
and
right?
they won't research about it as well.
Yes, and there isn't enough pop culture made about it that for me to understand. So I wish that he hadn't called it the city. He had called it Bahrain. And he had, like this emperor, right? I don't know if he's good or bad. I don't know if he's done anything bad until Ali is like, oh, but he marginalizes a certain sector. There is
and
no
that's when the
context.
Pakistani angle, I think, comes
through. Give me some context to this story that I know nothing about. If you want me to care about the characters, tell me about their history, where they're coming from. I love what he does in the end. I love how he's trying to preach tolerance and acceptance and
Yeah.
forgiveness. It's beautiful, but I don't care enough for the characters
It's not.
to be moved by
It
it.
didn't hit a spot. For me, that's what it was. It just didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great, you won, and that's great. I mean, honestly, yeah. But no, I don't think.
I think the reason why they chose the book was because if a non-reader picked it up and decided to read it, they would read it and they would probably also like it.
Really,
Yeah.
I don't know. I If I was a non-reader and I would pick up Jasmine Days, I don't think I would. I would like it. Perhaps you're right. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Maybe the writing. That's when I said the writing is simple.
It's
right?
simple, it's succinct. I also feel like it had those clipped notes of being a translation. You know what I mean?
True.
You can
Yeah.
tell a book is a
You can tell,
translation,
yes.
especially an Indian book translated, because it has this very like cut to cut, like
Yeah.
then this happened, then this happened, then this happened.
What I love about it though, that while the person, the translator, I don't remember the name of the translator.
Shehnaz.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shehnaz Habib.
So I think what I loved about the translation is that there were not too many words used from the source language, Malayalam, or any explanation needed for that. So for me, I think that worked really well, because sometimes what tends to happen is in translated fiction is that I see a lot of words being used and then I see a glossary.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that wasn't the case for this book.
But I like that, Vivek.
No, I don't like it at all.
It introduces you to the culture.
Yeah. I like the words just being there. You don't give me the meaning. I figure it out.
Yeah.
Giving me the meaning just panders. I think it panders to a white audience mentality.
That's true.
That we don't know. So we even people do that in Latin American literature, right? They introduce these words and then they give a glossary at the back.
Yeah.
I'm like, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए glossary. Like, I hate it. I'm like, I'll do my research. We're living in the age of Google, right? I'll figure.
Okay. Have any of you read Jasmine Days and liked it, loved it? What do you think? We'd really like to know. 12 people.
Somebody loved it. Sunil Kumar Chauhan.
Why have you behaved in the wrong manner?
No, not at all. That is just me.
What did you
Don't bother.
What did
I don't know. You must have said something.
Vivek is a dick, okay, guys?
No, historical literature, and I said we'll let you know, and we went right into the episode.
Oh, someone asked us about historical literature.
Sunil asked, and I told him that we'll jump right into the episode. No, don't worry, Sunil. I'll give you recommendations. But it's just that for time, I was saying.
Yeah, I've read a lot of historical literature in.
She'll give you recommendations.
Historical fiction, not historical books.
And don't be sorry at all, please.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite
like
historical.
The philosophy of Karim Chacha.
Oh, in Jasmine Days, which one was Karim Chacha? You know, that's the other problem. So many characters, I can't keep up, man. Like, I don't know. She's narrating the book to someone named Javed. Who's Javed? I would fucking know, guys.
Said.
I don't think he ever tells you. Fine, okay, that's a quote.
That's when I thought Javed was a boyfriend.
Yeah, I thought Javed would be like someone pivotal to the plot. Anuya, where is your book coming out? I'm going to ignore that question.
My book is out on the 6th of September. Somebody asked. I don't know. I know somebody asked.
Oh, guys, Sharon and I in Bhutan, we discovered this amazing author. Okay. Because he went. I'm dying. Because he went on stage and he did this panel on I think 1,000 objects, history in 1,000 objects.
Neil, I love Neil McGregor.
Oh my God, that panel like blew our minds.
He's a curator of the British Museum and Library in London.
And the National Gallery before that.
He has also written this other book called Shakespeare's World or something in 21 objects from that time. And it is brilliant. A history of the world in 100 objects is a fantastic book.
That is, I haven't read it yet.
It will take you a lot of time. It took me 2 years to get through.
Yeah, I think you should read it like one object at a time and just like chill and like Google and
so Smita, my favorite book of all time.
This is impossible to answer.
I'll answer because I love the prose, but I'll answer it. But of course there are many, but I'll just go with this: The God of Small Things.
Gee, I hate that book.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. You're insignificant to everyone. Anuya
I hate
Zakatdar,
that book.
so don't bother.
It's so
Hello?
dense and
Okay,
depressing.
just okay now. Quiet. Sharon, say something. Ask her to
She
keep
also doesn't
quiet.
like it. You think we both of us don't like
My
Arundhati
favorite
Roy?
book of all time is Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie.
I knew it. I was waiting for him to say that. Okay, guys, our food is here.
So we
So
have
we are
to
going to
go.
end this. But
Yeah.
if you like to discuss this book or any other book, please follow us on Instagram. Instagram.com/booksontoast. That's where we are very, very active. And also follow me on Instagram. I'm Anuya, ANUYAH. Vivek is
Vivekisms.
and Sharon.
VIVKISMS.
Vivekisms. And Sharon is Sharon B.
Sharon B. Or
Yeah,
Bhatti.
Sharon B. But
Sharon
she's
Bhatti
on
on
Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah.
And please
So,
buy my book. Sorry.
Please buy Vivek's book.
14 people, 15 people, -1, Sharon. Please buy my book. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And we'll be talking about the JCB Prize all this month. So come back to see which books have been longlisted because we obviously have to read all of them.
Hey, go enjoy. Spend your salary tonight. Bye.
Uh,
जब 14 लोगों के लिए कितना